Nintendo Power. There's been over 200 issues of it, almost 300 now, and it's been going on since the 1980s. So, here recently, I've heard that Nintendo Power decided to stop making the magazines altogether because they don't have enough subscribers anymore, because the internet's taken over and nobody needs the magazines anymore. It's a really sad thing because looking back on these old magazines, you can see here that there's a bunch of retro stuff going on, and just back then we didn't have internet and we needed these magazines to be able to know what to do in the games. You know, we needed the tips and the different things, the maps. They had all kinds of stuff in the magazines as well, including the top 30, and where Nintendo Power actually lists their top 30 games. And here we have Mario Bros. 3 and Final Fantasy and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in the top 30. And the list goes on there. And Nintendo Power has always meant a lot to me growing up. I always had them coming in the mail and stuff like that. And here we have the classified information. And another little section in Nintendo Power that I always adored because it was like little secrets and stuff. And here we have any achievements that gamers have achieved in time, and yes, like high scores and stuff. And here we have NES Journal, where we get the latest news on Nintendo. Here we have the Super Famicom announced in Japan, just coming out. Yep, so there's like Super Mario World and some different stuff there. And yeah, Nintendo's always giving us the latest information on Nintendo Power. And it was always the best way to get the information first. This episode is my tribute to Nintendo Power. Hey there guys, it's Mario Center here, and today I just wanted to take a moment to remember Nintendo Power, because recently Nintendo's actually decided to stop making the Nintendo Power magazines altogether. The last issue is going to be in December, I believe, this year, 2012. And the magazine's been going on since the 80s. It's been coming out once a month. In the beginning it started out every 2 months, but you know. And anybody from the 80s or 90s can really tell you why this magazine is so special to us. It was because back then we didn't really have the internet or anything like that. The only way that we could actually find out about secrets in games and stuff like that, codes and classified information, stuff like that, would be Nintendo Power, because they give you all the games that are upcoming, the codes and the maps, just the helpful stuff for your video games. If you ever get stuck at a part or whatever, Nintendo Power would be there to help you. Nowadays you just have the internet and you can just look up whatever you want to see, YouTube, watch Let's Plays or something like that. But back then we didn't have that, so Nintendo Power was very, very precious to us. And everyone that I know had a subscription to the magazine. I of course did. But I didn't really get into collecting the Nintendo Power magazines or subscribing until maybe the 64 era, because I was young back then. Unfortunately, I didn't really know anything about Nintendo Power back then because I was too young. So nowadays it's like I really wish I had those magazines from the NES eras and the Super Nintendo era, but all I got is the 64 and GameCube and Wii era. So that's all that's in my collection on my bookshelf right now. And I decided, well, you know, since Nintendo Power is closing down, I may as well make a video as kind of like a tribute to Nintendo Power, because it was so special to me and everybody else that grew up with it in the 80s and the 90s and maybe early 2000s. So I decided I want to go on Craigslist and try and see if I can find a good deal for some Nintendo Power magazines. And what do you know? having my luck. I found an ad listing, and it said like huge Nintendo Power Magazine collection for sale. It's 92 issues, and it was only $80, so that's less than $1 per issue. And there's some really old ones in the collection, so I knew it was worth it. So I decided to drive all the way out to Canton, Georgia, to meet this guy. And even though we got lost going to find the guy, we found him eventually. We even had like our GPS trying to give us directions, and she'd be like, "Turn left here," and there wouldn't be nowhere to turn. So I'm just like, "Shut up," you know. Anyways, so today for Nintendo Power, I'm gonna be showing you guys the Nintendo Power books that I got. So here we go. We're gonna get started here. I'm gonna show you guys the covers and maybe some posters here and there or whatever. So here we go. Okay, in no particular order, I'm just picking these up out of the stacks as they come. So this is the first one that I have here. Mickey's Magical Quest is on the cover. This issue is actually pretty special because you have the little Star Fox R-Wing in it. So you can make your own like R-Ring somehow or another, what it says, so you can make it like that. But what the cool thing about these magazines I brought them for is they all pretty much have the posters and inserts and everything. They even have like little tradable cards that were on the back of some of them, like that. So they have the Batman, Yoshi, and all of them. So that's pretty cool, I thought, because I tore out all my posters and hung them on my walls, as you can see in the background. I'm not going to tear these posters out because I'd feel bad, because it was from one guy that grew up with subscribing to Nintendo Power. All these magazines were his collection. I kind of felt bad for taking them from him, but, you know, he wanted to sell them, and I can't really say no. Okay, so here's the next one. Pugsley from the Addams Family, and Pugsley's Scavenger Hunt. Let's see if there's anything interesting here. Yeah, we got the posters, and well, there's a card right there. Zelda. I must have tore that one out. Some of them are tore out, unfortunately, but that's cool because, I mean, you can understand like a kid tearing out posters and stuff. And here's the poster for this one. It's a Star Fox. You can see that. Yep. See that. Coming soon to your Super NES from Nintendo. Yes, classic, man, classic. And they have the Star Fox in the back. If only we still lived back in these days when they still made these games and Nintendo Power like this. I'd love it so much. Alrighty. Next one we have Buster's Tiny Toon Adventures. Now we got Star Fox on the cover. That's pretty cool. Uh-oh, Battletoads, yep, you know it's getting serious now. Battletoads and Double Dragons. Like 2-in-1 double prizes, yo. So that's pretty cool. I mean, this magazine actually has like all of the helpful hints for that game, which you're gonna need because the Battletoads games are freaking hard as heck. One of my personal favorite covers for Nintendo Power right here is The Link's Awakening with the owl and the Master Sword in the background. It's pretty cool. I love it. It's the 50th issue of Nintendo Power. So that's pretty cool right there. And then there's the back. It has all the issues that have came out since then. So this says it's 50 issues in 5 years. So the poster in here actually shows all 50 magazines as well. So that's pretty cool. Next issue is Street Fighter 2 Turbo issue. This is issue number 51. Alright, this one is Super Mario All-Stars on the cover, which is a game I'm LPing right now, so that's pretty cool. You guys get to see the Nintendo Power issue of it. Use the force of Nintendo Power magazine, and you will get superpower! Yoda, bitch! More Battletoads, oh yeah, you know you love it. It's very crazy. Especially the evil ducks. You guys know what I'm talking about? Probably not. Oh, look at the back. Driving through space, yo, with Nintendo. Hell yeah. Hope they ain't drunk driving. In space. Vice Project Doom. So looks like he's looking at somebody trying to take their clothes off or something. I don't know. And in the back there's like Nintendo vending machine. I wish that was real. That'd be awesome. Up next is volume number 23. It's Power Blade on the cover. And this one actually has a Sim City poster in it. And the back of it is that. Stay in the game with world-class service. Volume 22 with Metal Storm right here. And some interesting things about Nintendo Power is they always have like these weird advertisements in the front. It says, "Unleash the power animal in you." And you got this guy down here with his like claws and crap. And then you take this down, it's like, "And radicalize your game with subscription to Nintendo Power." And then the kid's like, "Hell yeah." I don't know. It's pretty crazy stuff, man. And the poster in here, oh, you're not gonna believe it. More Battletoads love. Heck yeah. I wish I could tear these out and put them on my wall. These look awesome, but I don't want to. Yeah. And then they have like little ads for the original Game Boy in here as well. So nostalgic for me because I remember actually getting my Game Boy for Christmas. I got it with Super Mario Land. And it was awesome. I played that game forever and it's so freaking hard. That game is the hardest Mario game, I swear. Volume 32. Here with Super Castlevania 4. I want to play this game so bad, but I just don't have it in my collection because I like the Castlevania games. They're really tough and challenging. Everyone says that this one is really good and the best, so I really want to play this one. So I'm going to find it. If anybody has it, let me know if you can sell it. Keep your game in high gear. Mario van through space. Is this foreshadowing to Super Mario Galaxy? Oh no, the world may never know. Call this number and find out. See, that's another thing about Nintendo Power. They have the little hotline things. If you get stuck in a game, you can call them and ask them for the directions on how to get out of the dungeon or whatever. Dr. Mario. Heck yeah, this is issue number 18. And one of the older issues I own, I think I own 16, 15, 18, I think so, those are my oldest ones. Unfortunately, I still don't have number 1 through, like, 14, I guess. So that sucks. I'm trying to find them somewhere. 4-wheel drive, yo. And the poster in here is gone, unfortunately. TMNT 3, the Manhattan Project. I still haven't played this one. I've played Turtles in Time though. And the back has like the box. What is with this floating through space thing? I never really understood this. Like Nintendo in space. It makes it awesome. Okay, so this is one of the special older issues that I have. This is my oldest issue, I believe. It's a strategy guide for Ninja Gaiden 2, but it counts as a Nintendo Power issue, as well as a strategy guide, I guess. That's the way I was going with it. So if you have trouble with Ninja Gaiden 2, that game's hard as heck, so you're going to need this. It even comes with, like, the poster. So, there we go. Ninja Gaiden! Ho! Or is it Ninja Gaiden? No, I don't really know. Gaiden. That sounds funny. But yeah, the pages in this strategy guide are like a comic book, kinda. It's pretty cool. Yeah, there you go. They feel like better quality pages as well in these. And coming up right after that is volume number 16. One of my older ones as well. It's Maniac Mansion on the cover here. It's about to hit your town. Power Fest. You better go to it. I wish it was about to hit my town. And like every Nintendo Power magazine, they always offered you a little subscription deal inside. You usually get like a prize or whatever with your subscription. And It's pretty cheap. It's cheaper than buying them at the stores, actually. And here's the Final Fantasy little guide in there. Help with the game. Here we go, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This is from May and June 1989, so this is a really old one as well. And I think I got this one freaking, I don't remember. Alright, the poster in here is pretty cool. Mega Man 2, one of my favorite NES games of all time. Alright, so we got Super Mario World on the cover. Super Mario World was just coming out whenever this was put out on the shelves in stores. I love this cover, it's pretty cool. And just, you could think about it like Mario World just comes out and open this Nintendo Power magazine and start reading about it and how excited everyone was, you know? I wish I had Nintendo Power back then, I knew about it. But unfortunately I didn't, so I never really got to experience that excitement. But I really love this Mario World game, and this cover and this book's really awesome. So, Dr. Wily in space again. This is the cover with Mega Man, Dr. Wily's Revenge for the Game Boy, which I've never really played because I like the colored NES video games better. Alright, getting into newer stuff. It's Pokémon Yellow for the Game Boy. And this is one of the newer Nintendo 64 eras, as you can see on the corner here. This is where I started getting into my subscriptions of the game, and Nintendo Power and all that. And you can open it up here and you can see like the little subscription thing, and if you subscribe you'll get a shirt or a guide if you want it. You get a choice of that. The poster in this one's awesome though, look! It's Catwoman! Heck yeah, I love Catwoman from the Batman shows and movies and stuff. She's awesome. She had a game on the Game Boy. I've never played it though, so I need to check that out actually. And some of these issues with Pokemon, they'll come with a little Pokemon comic book right here, you can see. And you flip through and read them. If you look right here, you can actually see like, if you look through these older Nintendo Power magazines, you can see how older games used to look and stuff like that before they were given official names and stuff. Like, if you can see here, it says that Majora's Mask was going to be called Zelda Gaiden. Like, that's weird. Majora's Mask. Who would think that Majora's Mask would be called Zelda Gaiden or Gaiden? That would be weird. Yeah, forgive me if this episode goes on for a while. I'm really enjoying just taking my time and looking at these and giving you guys a little glimpse at them here. And this is the Donkey Kong 64 issue. They got like little holes punched out where their faces are covered and go through the issue and stuff. So, yeah, I love Donkey Kong 64. And this issue, you get to see your Pokemon the First Movie little comic book here, right there. And they also have like the gold and silver over here before they even came out. You can see that there. Another one of my personal favorite covers here is Mario Party 2 cover. And yeah, whenever you're starting to run out of your Nintendo Power magazine subscription, they'll put this little sticker on it and they'll be like, "Hey gamer, this is your last issue. You better resubscribe or you suck." You know? Yep. Sometimes Nintendo Power would have like these awesome contests for one-time only things, like this little Millennium controller here. For the year 2000, all the buttons were black except for the start button. There were only 1,000 going to be given away, so that makes this controller like really rare for collectors and stuff nowadays. I mean, can you imagine having to find one of these things? There's only 1,000 out there. It's crazy. And that's why Nintendo Power is awesome. They're just giving away exclusive things that will be really worth something in the future. Well, it is now, but you know, back then. They'd also give out these little calendars as posters sometimes. So for the year 2000, you can have this as your calendar. It's pretty cool. I like Pokemon at the top, then Mario Party 2, then Majora's Mask there. Look at Mario Kart 64, with the cover of this one. It's like extreme condition ahead. Yo. Issue number 118. Here we have Earthworm Jim on the front. 119 we have Beetle Adventure Racing on the front. Issue 120 we have Star Wars Episode 1 Racer on the front. Volume 122 we have World Driver Championship here. Volume 123 here we have Hybrid Heaven on the front. And an interesting thing in this issue, of course, you have the Pokemon comic, but you also have this little Pokemon Snap, little booklet over here. It's called the Sticker Album. I remember whenever I played this game, I got it at Blockbuster, and we went to the little kiosk thing, or kiosk, whatever it's called, that thing right there, the blue thing. And we would take it and print our pictures off, and we got the little cards over here and stuff, you know, all this right here. It's pretty cool. Okay, next we have Earthworm Jim 2 on the cover here. And it's pretty cool. I've always wanted to play the Earthworm Jim games, but I've never really gotten a chance to yet, because we don't have those games yet. And when you flip open this issue, I mean, check this out. This is just freaking disgusting. You have the toenail clippings. Ew! The heck? Why would they put that crap in Nintendo Power Magazine? No. That just gives it the old charm, you know? They don't do that in the newer ones. They're not going to anymore because they're stopping it, but you know. In BA Jam TE, Volume 71, we have the Stargate on the front. Volume 72, we have Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Not Return to Dreamland. Kirby's Dreamland. And this issue is pretty cool because, I mean, just to look at the little maps here, it's freaking awesome how they could take their time and piece together that stuff just for us gamers and Nintendo Power subscribers. And we also have the poster on this one, which is Secret of Evermore there. I think this is like something to do with Secret of Mana or something, like the sequel or something. I always wanted to play those games as well. A lot of games I want to get into that I gotta try out, but so I haven't been able to find them, unfortunately. And on the back here we have the Game Boys, and it's like really weird. It says games to go plain with relish, or nothing, or mustard, or grilled, or with ketchup. Those were the colors back then, I guess. The color names: ketchup, relish. The heck? Well, if that's the case, then I had the ketchup, because I had the red Game Boy for Christmas. I got it in the Super Mario line. Okay, next issue, we got this. Not sure what it is, because the little thing's covering up, can't really read it.